Like to design a complete floor plan from scratch? If so, stick around. This is what I'll be doing this morning. So, I've given myself 60 minutes to design a plan from scratch. Let's get into it. What is this plan going to be? We are going to call this the transitional or modern French country plan. Um, let's talk about some site parameters. We're going to build it at, at around 80 feet wide for the building pad. Um, this will be a bigger custom home. So a lot of these have acreage and things and, um, bigger sites that you can work with to develop plans like this. Two, I'm going to assume there's water on site. This is a pond lot, lake lot. Um, they've got a pool out the back, something like that, because I want to show you how to incorporate some of those elements into the plan. Three, slab on grade. We're not going to do slab on grade, actually. I changed my mind. We're going to do a basement plan, show some stairs, probably a story and a half. Let's get to the floor plan itself. So I want 4 bedrooms. I want 2 primary suites. We're going to show one on the main, one upstairs. This will probably lead us to around 3.5 baths. Roughly 3,500 square feet. I want this to be a little bit more higher end custom home. Obviously, open concept main living. That's going to be on probably every single plan I do of these. Sink on an exterior wall. Let's focus on that as well. That sounds like a minor detail to know up front, but it's really hard to change later. So, yeah, and then 3-car garage, and like I said earlier, modern French country plan. All right, let's kick that off. Let's jump into some AutoCAD, and let's crank the tunes. I got my camera set up so you can see me. Also, you can see my couple hands here for my commands and things. I don't know if that's helpful for you that use AutoCAD. Yeah, if it's not, let me know. But here are my plans from yesterday. So 80-foot pad. Let's just start with that. Oh my goodness. I'm already off to just a wonky start. I'm going to show 2x6 exterior walls again. Just ends up being my most common. And then, let's see, what's the footprint area for this? 4,800 square feet. Okay, we don't need all that, obviously. Let's throw a garage down just to get it out on paper. We'll come back to it, but sometimes it's helpful for me to develop pieces like this so I get a frame of reference for how big my floor plan will be as I start to color it in. So that's a 3-car garage, 34 by 24. Good size, not crazy big. Nothing nuts about it, but yeah, good enough for 3-car with a workbench. Right. First off, it's not first off, this would be second off. Let's talk about our main kitchen arrangement. Usually start with the kitchens. In most of these plans, you'll see me do that pretty consistently. I know it needs to be on an exterior wall, and I imagine that we're going to want it by the garage. I really try to default to kitchens by the garage if at all possible. I feel like that's just a core tenet of home design, unless the client specifically requests otherwise, like carrying in groceries, all that stuff. Let's keep the garage close to the most commonly used places of the home. So this would be an L kitchen if we wanted. Let's show nice big eating area. I'm not going to do formal dining. I rarely ever am doing formal dining on plans anymore. And then let's show 16 feet outside to outside in that space. So could keep it simple. So that is the main great room area, and develop off of here. I'm going to label as we go. Get my floor plan from yesterday just to help you all out. Like fan on plans. kitchen, dining or informal dining, and then big room. That text a little bit bigger, actually. Just for those of you watching on phones. Let's get over to the chat window. Okay, back to the plan. And then we will need mudroom area off to the front. Let's see, what is that? That's 7-foot mudroom. This great room is gonna need to be deeper. Right now, this wall here, 18 feet, getting into a decent size there. Throw some dimensions on here for you as well, just so you can follow along. Either had too much coffee or not enough coffee, and all my keystrokes are off. It really throws things off. Okay. So if we were, let's say, we ended up putting a siloed garage off of this toward the front of the kitchen. Grab that whole thing. And this needs to scoot back a couple feet, be in line there. Okay. All right, so mudroom, garage, great room. If we did the entryway here, 8 foot wide, that's wide enough for, you know, double doors, something like that, something fun. The garage is gonna stick pretty far out of the front of the house. I think it's more acceptable with a siloed garage. Load. The great room is just that back mudroom wall. Looking at 22 by 18.1. And all this in there. What would it look like if we flip the garage? So right now I'm just thinking through how we're gonna get that garage looking good and nice and kind of hidden. You know, you don't really want it front and center. This layout does kind of lend itself to courtyard garage. Have a garage kicking in. We could go that direction. Let's think about this. If we do stairs here, and this is entry. And this is our primary suite. Could probably get an office up here. I bumped that wall out 16 feet on the side of the great room. That's usually enough to get hallways and things in there. And then probably we will have another bump out for the closet bath area. Something like that. Office would be more like down here. And this would be bath. Closet. Yeah, the garage does stick out pretty far. If we put it, I'm just going to make this a rectangle now. And delete those extra lines. I'm kind of particular about deleting extra lines in plans. What if we put it just like side here in the mudroom, more long and slender here. it wouldn't exist. That's doable. Also have to start thinking about I get a second floor on this thing, have it look normal and concise. Because I mean, that's really the hard part in home design, is getting a structure, a footprint look, no, and not just a mess of roof lines. Walls would be the same. Could bring the entry porch out then. Okay, I don't hate that as an overall layout. I think there's some promise there. We can start to feel it and see it. Let's measure the square footage. That's what I'm doing now. And we got, where are we at? 2100. Yeah, we could still fit within my 3500 relatively simply. This does get a little bit of a harder, this garage is a little bit harder to build over, because if you build over this like whole space in the garage, it's gonna feel weird. You know, it's gonna feel like, well, it's gonna feel weird from the elevation because you'll have this big tall section on the side of the garage. It's kind of hard to hide. Build over all this pretty simply. You could build over just this, or what we could do, okay, so this is going to clean up the structure a lot, maybe add some area. Let's see here, add a lot, maybe add some area. It's going to add a lot of area. Do mudroom pantry back there. This is our office. We could easily set the floor, second floor there, and that gets really clean and easy. Portions are a little bit off for that office, but it's going to lead to a way better mudroom pantry setup. Yeah, I'd probably pull this back so you could enter the pantry there. Ooh, this could be cool. Yeah, let's keep going on this, because then this is probably on the big side for what you need for baths and closets, if you're thinking of this whole area. But that's super cool too. Nobody's complaining about that. And if we got the square footage for it, let's try it. Shan't we? Okay, now I'm gonna come back through. I've got a rough idea for it. Actually, before that, I'm gonna start to play with my elevation. So I have this detail I have saved in my like template file. It's just a rough, very rough section, so I can get plate heights pretty easily on floor plans. And yeah, probably gonna do 10-foot main floor ceilings. I will do 9-foot basement. So one up a foot. It's 8'4" from grade line. That's why it's not showing 9 foot. 10-foot main floor ceilings. Let's carry our joist space up. 11 and 7/8 TJI. That's they're on the expensive side. It's cheaper to do 2x12s, but you get a lot more flexibility. If you're doing TJIs, let's show, what is this? That's 8 foot. Let's show 9 foot upstairs. Seems pretty common now for homes I'm designing have these all in white layers so you can see them, because the blue on the black isn't easy to see. All right, so top a plate for second floor, a plate for first floor. Typically with elevations, I'll just offset that 6 inches to show my eaves. Not exact. Sometimes you need to come back through and fix that. But if you're operating quick, just wanting to get the design idea out, I would recommend speeding up things like that so you're not getting bogged down with details while you're in the creative stages. I like showing 1412s on these transitional modern French country homes. I feel like that's a pretty nice look. It's gonna look a lot better in the exterior if we pull that wall in a couple feet. That roof line doesn't go all the way to the edge. It's gonna add some cost for you though, just a heads up. Because now you have this floating corner in the garage that's supporting roof, that's not supporting, that's not supported by a wall below. So imagine our second floor sits here. This corner right here is going to float over the garage, the corner of the second floor. So what I'll do is show a steel beam in here. Just make sure that steel beam doesn't sit on one of the garage doors. So now I'm thinking the single door goes here, double door goes here. Entry. Personally, this is a very personal opinion. I'm not a big fan of the 2-story entry, the big, massive, talking about. So an entry comes out. We could gable it off. A little worried that will look weird. I almost feel like it'd look better to shed that back to the house. And then have these areas bump out upstairs. Oh, I'm gonna need to change some footprint stuff. But these areas bump out upstairs. I'm gonna want that in plane with the side of our porch, or that's gonna feel weird. Maybe there's a secondary bump out or something here. Okay, live with that. Then below, gable for our office, or no, that's sorry, primary suite again. Another. You can start to, if you squint, see formations of a home here. Some sloppy lines here and there, but this porch comes to the edge of the house. About there. Needs to be wider though. That's not feeling right. Maybe even a little bit wider. 2 feet. Okay. Got a window there. I think I can live with this. Ooh, do a little, as a placeholder, let's do a little shed dormer there. Peeking out. That's attic space, but it's still cool. All right, back to our floor plan. So now that I've got a rough idea of what I'm doing, I'm gonna come back through and even up a lot of these lines and things. So I like to try, I mentioned this in a couple of videos already, but I like to try, especially in the early stages, if you can, to do everything in the plan as even foot increment bump outs. That means try to end every wall segment at every 2 feet. So like you look that corner, this is bumped out 14 feet and 12 feet. So it'll end up being a little bit more cost effective to build because you'll have a little bit less waste. Something that's not perfect, it doesn't work every single time. And there are reasons why the floor plan can and should trump that. But for starters, I like to at least my flag in the ground at there. And then when you tweak it, you're only doing minor things instead of massively changing the house, you know. That's 17 feet back. Load that garage bay now. Let's go 16 up. Sometimes you do 16 inches instead of 16 feet, and it's annoying. It's annoying. All right, that was a block. Okay, so we actually want this office space. Oh, no problem. We definitely want some windows in our office. Where are we at here? Oh, this isn't even right. Let's not anymore. It won't come up as high. I don't know what I'm thinking now. I think this face probably needs to be a little wider as well. That will help it. Okay. Who's pumped for some Friday morning jams? This is royalty-free music from Restream. I'm not gonna lie though, don't hate it. I enjoy listening to it as we're streaming. Honestly, I'm being completely frank here. Don't tell the internet. But music on this stream is more for me than it is for you. I get really bored if I didn't have anything to listen to while I was drafting. Just me talking. Oh, easy. Yeah, we still don't have enough room for like a really good office there. Be a smaller office, but it's not really jiving with like the full-on, you know, get some furniture in there type office. It's more of a pocket office right now, which I don't have a problem with. I've been showing those a ton, but from this size, I think the expectation is more full-on real deal office. Okay, let's see how wide this entryway is. 9'9". A couple feet. That's 9 feet. 8 foot B. Let's see here. I did it again. 8 inches instead of 8 feet. That is 11 feet. 16.6. 16.6. Oh, because I didn't scoot this in. That in. Scooch. Right, does this give us enough room for the stairs? Maybe this is our office and this is our stair. Then if this is the stair column, more easily hide, transition and do window set there. Give us enough room for stairs, though, is the question. We at here. 4'5.5". It does. Cool. Now I'm thinking that kitchen wall might need to slide. I guess if the door to the basement stairs is here, that's not going to feel weird. Still might want to slide the kitchen back. All that over. But still do think I want the door there, just so structurally carry that great room span. I'm thinking maybe a 2-story great room here. I'm pulling some layers from my old drawings. That's why I'm bouncing around there. Stairs won't come out that far either. More space than you need. Okay, some lines. This wall can probably run straight through, right? Be the back wall of the great room. You need to vault that dining too. Let's put a pin in that. All right, let's see here. 48-inch walkway. Maybe this is double bank closets. Half for the office, half for the foyer. Okay. By 18.6, really good size. Did put something off. They are. Shoot. Did I screw up? Back in place. This. Okay, that's better. Stretching that wall back. All right, a little bit more cleaned up now. This. Oh, you know what? I just realized I'm really liking this plan. I just realized why I couldn't put the mudroom there. Because we wanted a sink on an outside wall. We wanted a sink on an outside wall. Dang. Well, let me think about that. Let's see here. Oh man, we're 30 minutes in. This is a lot easier with smaller plans, gang. You know what? I will have to come back. Probably have to come back to it. Do a different one. I don't know if I have time to finish this plan in an hour. I'm back. Well, let's switch it. You know what? It's my channel. I make the rules. I can decide when I want to do something different. So we're going to switch it. We're going to put the sink in the island. Sorry for those of you that were watching. Hoping to get the sink out of the island. I'll have to come back for another one, which I'll do another one. Don't worry. I definitely want to show that sometime. People. Yeah. I don't have time to fix it now. So, all right, second floor here. So if we want to do a 2-story entry and foyer, all that stuff there. Okay, let's see. First, what I'm thinking about is first I need to figure out how far my stairs are going to come out so that I know where my hallway is going to land upstairs. We're going to draw those now. We need at least 18 treads to get upstairs based on our ceiling height. And that's one reason why I draw ceiling heights early. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, so I might pull this stair back a foot. This. But it helps us because now we have enough width here to do the walkway upstairs. Show you what I'm thinking. So this can be the catwalk area. And we don't need to have it floating over the great room, which is a lot easier structurally because I don't want to put a post in here. If you're floating over the great room, then this is carrying that walkway and then maybe some roof and all that. So I'll mess with that. Bring these closets back for our walkway. That doesn't need any longer. What it already is. Alrighty, back to the second floor. Copy those stairs up. Do walkway. So this can be bedroom. That works out nicely. And then, dang, we got a ton of area up there. Let's check. See that we're still on track with our square footage target. I don't want to blow that too. Square footage is fun. You definitely didn't come here to hear me sing, by the way. Let's not do that. 2300. 2370 was main floor, second floor. I always measure outside of main walls, and then I will exclude 2-story area. Count the stairs as many times as you're finishing them. We're finishing them twice. So counting one for the main floor, one for the second, I will exclude them then on the basement plan. And again, we're rough area here. We're just trying to figure out if we're in the ballpark or not. 1753. What is that? Too early for me to do math. So I'm going to pull up Excel. And 27, 2370, was it? I can check. What did I measure? Yeah, 2370. Okay, so we're quite a bit bigger than where we want it to be. Which means we should probably chop some area out. So what's an effective way to chop area out? I like to carry bearing walls. So if the floor is going to sit on a floor, it's always easier. Carry these up. Finish out. That would probably do it. Out this area. Just leave that as attic. But then that will also change our roof line. So you gotta, I think, two steps in every direction. Isn't the end of the world. We will have a saddle coming out here. You want to make sure those really kick out past the wall. But you know, like the main part of the roof line, I'm guessing, again, guess. Sit somewhere in there. And this up. Something like that. Okay. Oh yeah, and this drops back down. So we don't have as much room for our dormer as I thought. But that's okay. It's still gonna work. I'll remeasure that area. This is a lot of how I spend my day. Those of you who are younger looking to get into this as a career, like a lot of what I'm doing. I mean, that being said, I'm sure AI is going to take all this over. So we're at 3793 now. So maybe we need to start thinking about chopping some square footage out of the bigger places. Let's take a couple feet off this wall, which also a couple feet off this wall. Gives us 1355 upstairs. And gives us 2287 on the main. We're getting closer. 3642. Because we're past the 30-minute mark, I'm gonna say we'll just keep rolling with it. Again, my channel, I make the rules. If you don't like it, do your own stream. Not kidding. I don't actually mean that mean. I want to stick to the parameters as much as possible. Again, if you were my client, I would keep drawing, and it's just taking extra time. Doesn't always work out magically. So let's try and partition out these rooms, huh? So I'm thinking bedroom, bedroom, and then our secondary primary suite will be here. Primary suite 2. Okay. A little bit of a cheat code I have. You'll get to see a snippet of it. So this is my room layout guide. I have a lot of these like preset layouts that I know really work. So I'm going to grab the wet room layout. And this is how I'll speed up my design process. I can just take this, delete the wall hatching, take this, set it right there. And a couple minor tweaks. It's really just hallway width, huh? Over a foot. Color that text all white so you can read it. These fixtures too. And would you look at that? Get ourselves a bath. And then, yeah, that ends up being plenty of room for the closet as well. Then also carves us out a little space here. Maybe we could do a powder room. We will need a powder room on this main floor. I was also thinking maybe the mudroom area ends up being that. It's still pretty big. Wonder if the powder room could sit here. Yeah, I don't hate that. Even do a dual door from there into the office. Be like if somebody's working from home, it would be like a little private. Bring that back a foot. I don't need it that big. Yeah, that works. Pull that for you. Sometimes buttons get the hits that they don't need. All right, let's fun in our kitchen area here. We can do big pantry, cabinetry all the way back. Nice big window off the back here. Now, for those of you, I'm going to delete these dimensions, come back to them. For those of you that are very clean and neat freaks, you probably could leave your pantry open and do something like the arched entryway there. For the rest of us mortals, I will show a door. This, I don't know, my pantry is never like super. There's that. All right, let's grab some icons. Let's show a 36-inch range in a kitchen like this. Using rounding, we're getting into the ballpark of 4,000 square feet, so that's not a tiny plan. Island overhang. And so probably do a double fridge in a kitchen like this as well, which means this whole wall is going to be fridge and double ovens, unless you want to put your double oven in the pantry there. You know what? Brainstorm. The basement stairs off of here. floor to the basement. Sidewall. That way, we have extra room for cabinetry. Double lines that are hiding behind your other lines. I know, like, in a timed design challenge, I probably shouldn't worry about it, but I've just so programmed my brain to delete those that I can't stop. I have a problem, please help. Door, basement stairs. You got room for your fridges there. Let's grab our fridge icon. Where are we at? Full fridge. Turn that wall that I was expecting. Double oven. Dang. Still got a huge mudroom. I didn't even need the powder room over there. So you could do mudroom walk-in closet in a space like this. I think I'd rather show a smaller closet and mega built-ins. I think that's what most clients are wanting nowadays. Although I personally have a walk-in closet in our mudroom at our current house, and it is amazing. They're very underrated. And if you have the room, I would do it. Stick back another foot. That closet doesn't need to be that big. Now, and this can be all built-ins with a big window above. Probably slightly smaller window. So you could do like upper lockers there too. Lockers, built-ins, big pantry. Mudroom opening I probably would keep wide open. This I'm still showing as a 2x6 wall. It's nice for venting on this range hood. Things like that just really helps. It doesn't matter where our garage doors ended up sitting. What are we at time-wise? 48 minutes. Let's at least build a little bit in SketchUp. I do want to show you three-dimensional perspective. I think that's more important than the second floor. I'm pretty sure I can get the second floor to work. Oh, in my mind, good. Do walk-in closet there. Walk-in closet here. And then walk-in closet like here. And then this could all be bath. Right. And then same thing with primary suite 2. Go to layout guide. Grab this one. This is pretty good. It's efficient. Yeah. Need to turn the door in there. Probably move around the linen or something. Very sweet. Oh yeah, you got a lot of room. room to add that linen back in even. Boom. Yeah, and these are open to below. All right, let's save this, and then we're going to save as and do just a SketchUp file for it, so I can just quick copy paste the footprint. So we can start to see how this thing looks and lives and breathes. Right, I'm just going to come back through and delete everything off this old drawing. Then we'll go over to SketchUp. Hey, it's me again. Present a window. Where's our SketchUp window? It's minimized. That's why it's not coming up. SketchUp. All right, let's fly. How far can we get in like 10, 15 minutes? Explode. Sweet. So I keep AutoCAD up. So that I can measurements that I need nice and handily. That word. So I'm jumping back to my front elevation here. You can't see it, but I'm just checking the dimensions for how I should push that up. Our second floor sits, oh, those lines are askew. Fix that on the floor plan later. Second floor sits there. Right? Yeah. And then that, we are bumping up another 1 3/4. Yeah, I haven't got my corner boards on here. All right, so let's go 16-inch offset for the roofs. Actually, let's do 18. Full 6 again. Okay. I want the wide overhangs, but I don't want them deep. So I'm gonna push all these, all the gable ends. It's not a word. 14 inches. Oh no, that's not gonna work. Another overhang coming the other way. Okay, we'll just push it back 12. Okay. Why isn't this working? Push. Sweet. Starting to feel like house. Set this 18 as well. Building the eaves. Okay. Now let's go for our roof line up 14 over 12. And then we're going to come back in and snap to that line, That we have our pitch. Normally I would be a little more clean and concise with these SketchUp drawings, come back and delete lines. Will bug me later, but right now, for our purposes, fly through this so you can get something that you can see end of the day. End of the day. From main gable I'm doing at a 1012. Push pull to copy that over. If you have the shapes, it's really easy to just copy and paste them, then use lines to intersect where they're all going to sit. Every time you snap to magenta, you're just snapping to another parallel. Come back and delete extra lines. Looks like a mess going on, but after I delete all the extra stuff, we got our roof peaks. I don't need this guy. Sweet, huh? Oh, this one did. Look, it's a house. Okay. Let's build the porch too. Sorry, I'm like in the zone and focusing and realizing. Everybody, I'm still here. It's me, Adam. Build that porch. 612 coming back to the house look like. Oh, that's gonna be too tall. I don't like it. I don't like it. I already tell. 412 coming back to the house. Ooh. Need to both snap the magenta and the blue. That. Come on. Look at this, just copying faces over, pushing and pulling stuff. Sooner or later, you got yourself something that looks kind of like a house. All right. Show this kick out just to make sure. We get it. You might even want to kick that out a little further. It is one of those things, though, that will kind of die away with the and those open cable ends. Yeah, not hating it. So I'm thinking putting like some accent windows or something up in there. You know what? Could use an eyebrow actually. Pause. Pause. Let's add another 6 inches. Like 12. That's out of alignment. 12 back to the house. Here. This will be gable ended. Let's check the time. Right into this we are. We are, 1 hour, 1 minute. Okay, so that's right at the hour mark. I'm gonna go just a smidge long, just so we can see what this would look like a little bit. No, I don't want to leave you with at least a little bit of something finalized so that we can see. I will finalize these plans and throw them on my Instagram. So follow me there if you're watching and loving it. And then I'll probably put them on my site or something someday. I haven't really figured that out. I'm just like, I'm a learn by doer kind of a person. So right now I'm just having fun drawing homes, and then we'll see what happens with it, is what I'm saying. Big like master plan with this. All right, windows. First off, I'm gonna bump this section out. That needs a little eyebrow too. Okay. Let's go to our colors here in model. I'm just gonna highlight the entire model. And paint it black. Import. It's the window that pops up. You can't see it, but I'm importing some selections from Enscape. I want to get pretty white brick on this thing. Let's do the whole front white brick, even though that would probably be siding in real life, because it's very tricky to get brick above those roof lines. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's just annoying. Actually, yeah, let's show some siding on this too. Let me import my material. Don't worry, that won't be wood. We're gonna make that all white and increase the size of it. I just like how that renders a little bit better than some of the other selections. Roofing. We're gonna do that darker color. and show some, oh, nope, not there. Show some metal on this. Metal's not going to be red though. Whew. That was, nope. All right. Windows. Why am I having such a problem with this? Why won't this snap to, there we go, midpoint. All right. Sometimes SketchUp's finicky like that. Like it just won't always get you to the exact face you want. Make those slightly bigger. Color. To the midpoint of that. Okay. For some second floor windows. Cool, huh? Do I have a really cool arched French door in here? I don't. I have to come back to that too. You like having some wood accents on this too. So I'll come in and finish the front door. Oh, I got to get back to work. So this is the closest one I would consider to have failed. Is it a failure? Let me know. Do you think this is a failure to get this far in an hour? A little more than an hour? Smidge more than an hour? Yeah. But I'll come in and stylize this some more. It needs some flair, some wood accents, and some fun stuff. But I think it's getting there. So thanks for watching. Watch some more, subscribe, follow me on Instagram if you want to see the floor plans, and we'll roll from there. I'll show you the floor plan one more time, just to remind you. So floor plan, main floor plan, we got our entry office space, either a hallway in here for the office or French doors off the foyer. Primary suite, bathroom with a wet room. This is walk-in closet. We got a 3-car garage, side loaded, kitchen with the sink in the island. Again, I'm sorry. Dining off the back, big enough for your family to eat at. And mudroom pantry. Upstairs, primary suite 2, bedroom. Got your walk-in, got your bedroom, got your walk-in, and then a big shared bath for the kiddos. So, thanks again for watching. Have an awesome weekend. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.